I don't know what it is about us and the Europa Conference League competition thing, but the same thing happened last year as happened this year. One of the teams we played in the group stage is who we get in the second knockout round. This year, we play Shamrock Rovers. Last year, we played Besiktas, haven't played them twice in the group stage, but we play Shamrock Rovers in the second knockout round today. You'll get to see that just after this intro. Yes, hello, welcome on in to 11 Sports here for the Killie boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content. Last time out, we played against Hibs and we played against Aberdeen. We lost to Hibs 2-1 in the Scottish Cup. We beat Aberdeen 4-0 in league. Thought that might be turning round our season after we had a great December, as you can see. A struggle in January. We've kind of struggled throughout February as well. We drew with Rangers in our next game 2-2, thanks to 2 goals from Maladin Cronetta. Radovan Lukic scored a goal to equalise in the 81st minute for Rangers. Less said about that, the better. We then beat Falkirk 2-0, another goal from Cronetta and one from Galaci. And then the last game was a very disappointing defeat to Hibs again. We've lost to them 2 times in 2 weeks. In fact, that is the 3rd and the 17th of February. We lost 2-0. Jaden Brown and Patrick Clamara scoring goals again. We didn't play that well in that match, to be honest. We gave away a penalty which Clamara scored, and yeah, we just weren't good. We've had 2 weeks off though, or a week and a half anyway, because we didn't qualify for the next round of the Scottish Cup, which was over the weekend there. So we play against Shamrock Rovers, as I said in the intro, in our Conference League second knockout round. Remember, we beat them once and lost them once in the group stage of this competition. So hopefully we can beat them both time round this time. Was that how words work? I'll also give you an update of the Dundee United score in between it as well. And you can see the Scottish Premiership table after all that looks like this. Celtic are now 7 points ahead of us. Rangers are 4 points behind, but they do have 4 games in hand. A very weird anomaly of the schedule for Rangers, as you can see just down the bottom here as I scroll down, is at the end of the season, 2 games against Dundee United and then 3 games in a week against Hamilton. And the Tuesday the 27th, Thursday the 29th and Saturday the 31st of March. And that is all based on them not getting through their Europa League knockout round. They beat Villarreal in the first leg 1-0. So if they get through that, it's going to change this as well. But yeah, so obviously the 2 Hamilton games have been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back throughout the year. And all 3 games against Hamilton are how they finished their season before the split happens. And they've got 2 games against Dundee United scheduled as well there. Very, very strange indeed, but you know, maybe there's a chance that Rangers drop points there, even though Hamilton are low in the table, they're in 11th place. If you play them 3 times in a week, you know, I think your team's going to get tired, don't you? So it's a very weird bit of scheduling there. It's possibly going to be even weirder, as I say, if Rangers get through their Europa League knockout round. But let's get into the game against Shamrock Rovers, the first leg, and I'll show you the team. So here is the team that we're going to go with today. Unfortunately, because of registration issues, our new midfield Pena and our defensive Anila, 2 signings, weren't able to be registered because you can only register 3 new signings or new players after the January window, and we signed a lot more than that. So I had to choose not to put them in, unfortunately. So it means the team's going to look like this. You can also see there is an injury to Florent da Silva. You might not have known Florent da Silva for this season, but he was out on loan at Crystal Palace where he was not playing, so we just recalled him. So now he's back in the squad, but he's unfortunately injured at the moment as well. But anyway, the team for today is Morris in goal, Thomas and Anderson, who's kind of become our central defensive partnership after Milicevic left, Magallanes on the right hand side, Guerrero on the left, Vlalic and Velasquez playing in the middle with Jovic just in front, Lambert on the right, and Ketia, who's been playing very well off that left hand side, so he's going to stay there today, and Cronetta up front as well. Cronetta now with 31 goals for the season, and Ketia, who's starting to come into goal scoring form. You know, he scored 5 goals now. He's got that hat trick, and then he scored a couple in the game after that. So hopefully he can score some more goals. He's unhappy because we apparently didn't strengthen the squad. But I mean, he only arrived with like 2 days left in the window. So what exactly was I meant to do? But he's gradually turning around his unhappiness to happiness, and hopefully that can continue with a win today against Shamrock Rovers over in Ireland. Let's get into it. So here we go. The teams step out. Shamrock Rovers wearing their green and white hoops, and us wearing our blue and white stripes. And Magallanes throws it to Jovic, and Jovic gets challenged, but he still swings the ball in, and Cronetta heads that ball in 4 minutes into the game. His 32nd goal of the season. I think we've solved our striker problems after years of our strikers not scoring. Creneta scores here. It's a lovely headed finish. Jovic gets challenged, but he still manages to pick up the ball. A first time ball in. The keeper in the centre back can't do anything about Creneta's aerial ability there. And we're up 1-0. So another throw for us on the right. Magallanes into Lambert this time. Magallanes swings it in. It's headed away, and Sweet heads it away for Shamrock. But Vlalic finds Anderson and Guareno. We've got the overlap here if he wants to use it. Can he go down the line? He can indeed. He gets past his man infield to Nketiah, and Nketiah gets challenged, and Sweet clears the ball away. But Thomas heads it back, and Nketiah collects it, finds Jovic and Velasquez, and through to Nketiah. And can Nketiah score? He can indeed. His 6th goal of the season, assisted by Gerson Velasquez. And 10 minutes into this game, Kilmarnock are up 2-0. See, Nketiah starts this move here after getting the ball, plays it into Jovic and Velasquez, and then makes a run forward. Nketiah collects it and thrashes that at the near post. 2-0. Another throw on the right hand side. We're getting a lot of throws there. Magallanes with it. He gets the ball back to Vlalic, and the ball swung in, and Lambert heads it, and that's nearly a goal for all 3 of our attacking options there. Obviously, they're our main 3 strikers, being Lambert, Nketiah and Creneta, and all 3 of them playing across the front line here. Lambert on the right and Nketiah on the left. Not at the striker positions, but they are our main 3 strikers in the team. And Lambert's got the ball again here on the right hand side. He plays it into Creneta, and it bounces off the post, and Lally holds on to the ball for Shamrock there. There's only 20 minutes gone in this game. There's been so many chances for us. And Lambert with the ball on the right hand side here gets challenged by Farrugia. And Agbaji, some of these names are harder to say than I thought they would be for Shamrock. Scully with the ball here, and behind the defence is a good save from Morris, and Guareno clears the ball away. That was a good chance for Shamrock to get back in this game, but it's not to be, and we're nearly at half time. But there's going to be one more highlight in this half, as Baji with the ball here out to the right hand side. Hunt with it. Can he get down the line? He's trying. He gets challenged by Guareno, and it's a good challenge, unless VAR are going to look at it, but it doesn't look like that's the case. And Nketiah comes away with the ball and finds Creneta, and back to Nketiah, gets past his man. Oh, I'm out of breath nearly there. And Nketiah finishes a lovely breakaway goal with the pace from Eddie Nketiah there off that left-hand side. And we're up 3-0 here. I was worried we might have given away a penalty, but instead Nketiah came away with the ball, finds Creneta, gets the ball back from him, beats his man who goes to ground, and then thrashes that almost identical to his finish for his last goal at the near post. And we're up 3-0. I was saying Creneta was scoring goals. I was saying Nketiah was scoring goals, and they've both scored goals in this game for us here. A dominant first half performance from us so far. I'll say that I'm happy with how things are going, and hopefully they can continue this good form. Magallanes with the throw into Jovic. We're getting a lot of throws, as I mentioned, on this right hand side. Lambert's picked up a bit of a knock. He might have to come off here. Magallanes down the right hand side though. Back into Lambert and Vlalic, and back to Magallanes. It's again a 3-on-2 situation there, but Magallanes loses the ball to Roberts, and Roberts finds Farrugia, and Farrugia just kicks the ball nowhere, and Lambert holds on to it for us. Finds Vlalic. Are we going the opposite side of the field? Jovic, Velasquez. We've got the overlap if it's needed. Instead, it goes to Nketiah and Creneta, and back to Creneta, and it's off the inside of the post and across the goal and cleared away. That was a cracking effort. Lambert is not looking too great with an injury, so we'll bring on De La Rosa for him on that right-hand side. And it's a free kick taken by Jovic here, swung into the back post, and Velasquez got onto the ball after Thomas headed it back across the goal. And that's 4-0 for us there. See, Jovic swings this in. Thomas rises above 2 defenders, and Velasquez gets onto the end of the ball and scores the goal. For the last 5 minutes, they've taken off the 2 centre mids, brought on Hamill and Stacey, but it looks like we're not going to get to see any of them as we reach full time, winning the game 4-0. A very good result, a very good performance. That's exactly what we want from the team here. A nice win for us. Hearts are also at this stage of the competition. They won 4-2 away to Tobil, who are from Kazakhstan. They won their first leg 4-2, so that's very good for the Scottish coefficient as well. And we'll see you for the second leg of the game, and there'll be a wee update of the Dundee United game in between as well. I just thought I would start the recording here to give you the update of the Dundee United game. It's the 90th minute of the game. Here's the highlight. Jovic collects from the throw and plays it to Nketiah, curls it round the keeper into the bottom corner. We're up 1-0 here, just with stoppage time remaining, and the time is ticking away. But there is one more highlight which we will watch here. Pena finds Jovic and Stacey, and can we end this game on a high? Sorensen's got the ball. Thomas, Magallanes now, and Nketiah can, just so long as we don't concede. That's all. I don't want a second, just so long as we don't concede a goal. We've hit the 3 minutes, but for some reason we're still playing here. Stacey throws the ball out toward the wing, but it's intercepted there, and look, we're half a minute over the stoppage time. Don't score now. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. Sorensen, Magallanes gets it away, and come on, blow the whistle, ref. Blow that whistle. The ball's played forward toward Anderson, and his shot is disallowed for offside. Oh my goodness me, the drama there. That's disallowed for offside, and surely the whistle's going to get blown now. There's only meant to have been 3 minutes stoppage time. We're already into the 95th minute. Morris plays this ball forward. Get rid of it. Just blow the whistle, ref. Why is he not blowing the whistle already? He has now. Goodness me. And we have reached full time, winning the game 1-0. That was a game that the stats look as if we didn't dominate it, but we really did. We had a similar number of shots, but we had more expected goals, more of the ball. We also did miss a penalty. Roman Booker had a chance in the first half here to score the penalty. I'll show you the replay. And he missed it. I say he missed it. It was a good save from Jacobs. We could have went up 1-0 at the end of the first half there, but unfortunately it was not the case. And then Anderson headed over from the resulting corner. But yeah, a 1-0 victory, a 91st minute goal from Nketiah, and a disallowed goal from Dundee United right at the end there, which could have ruined it for us. But yeah, 1-0 victory to take us into the second leg against Shamrock Rovers. Right, hello, here we are, back for the second leg against Shamrock Rovers. And this is the team that we're going to go with. Remember, there are still some players who are not registered, so we can't play them, unfortunately. And also, Ryan Morris has got a little bit of an injury, but he's still able to play for us. So play for us, he will. In goal, it is Morris. Thomas and Anderson, who are forming a good partnership. See, it's a fairly decent partnership they're forming at the back, so that's good to know. Magallanes on the right-hand side and Guerrero on the left. That back four's kind of become a solid back four for us. They're the kind of first choice back four, I think, for us at the moment. Vlalic and Velasquez in the middle of the park today. Jovic in front of them. Lambert on the right. Booker gets the game on the left-hand side. Graneta up front. And Nketiah is going to go on the bench. Not because he played badly, just because I'm just rotating some players through. And remember, we're winning 4-0 after the first leg. So it's not like we need to have a full strength team. But as you can see from the team, I'm putting out a fairly full strength team. And here we are at Rugby Park with a 4-0 lead from the first leg. Unfortunately, we've not started quite as quickly as we did the last time. I think we're already 2-0 up by this point. But as long as we don't lose 4-0, I'm perfectly happy. Guareno gets the throw here. This is the first highlight of the game, half an hour in. He gets the ball back from Jovic and goes down the line. And will he play the ball back toward Velasquez? No, he finds Booker instead, and Booker finds Velasquez. And Velasquez plays the ball into the box. Lambert heads it. It's just off the bar and cleared away by the Shamrock defence. They're kind of under the cosh a little bit here. We've had 70% of the ball. They've had a couple of breakaway chances, I thought, looking at the statistics, but we've had most of the play. Thomas intercepts that long ball from the Shamrock free kick, and Booker collects it on this left-hand side, drives infield, plays it back to Anderson, gets the ball back, does Booker. Booker finds Jovic into Vlalic, and Jovic gets it back, and well, he hit it. No, he throws it for Lambert. Lambert hits it, and Lambert scores his 16th goal of the season. Jovic just in behind the striker, doing the play-making stuff there for us, and we're up 1-0 here on the night, 5-0 on aggregate. Sorry, I would have talked you through that replay there, but I did a big yawn. Jovic there played it back to Vlalic. Jovic got the ball back, threaded it through. Graneta or Lambert could have got it, but Lambert was the one that got it and scored a goal. Sorry, I don't know why. I just had a huge yawn there, just as that replay was happening, but you didn't need to know that, but I told you anyway. And we've reached half-time, 1-0 up. No more yawns, you'll be glad to hear. But a 1-0 first half performance for us, 5-0 on aggregate. The team, I'm going to say I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the performance out there. They seem motivated, though we've had a lot of dominant performance. We've not really scored goals, which is what I would like us to do. So let's see if the team can do it here in the second half. The ball's played long there from Shamrock, but Magallanes collects it, finds Booker, who's kind of lost his place in the last month with Nketiah getting the game out there. Jovic gets the ball back to Guerrero, our new left back, obviously, after Calafiore left. Jovic with the ball again. Guerrero, can he swing the ball into the box? He drives down the line, back to Velasquez, into Booker. Booker into Jovic. Jovic hits it, and his 8th goal of the season. Assisted by Booker, saying, don't forget about me, boss. You don't need to play Nketiah out there. I'm still quite good. Indeed, Booker is quite good. Guerrero there, see, back to Velasquez, back to Guerrero. Nice one-touch football. Booker into Jovic, who takes a touch. He's got acres of space for being in the middle of the box, and just thrashes that into the far side of the goal. Up to now, Jovic and Hamill, both of them. I know I've got some really good choices to play in behind the striker, but between the two of those, Jovic is the kind of preferred choice at the moment, but it could very, very easily be Hamill at some point. And it's a corner kick here. Lambert swings it in. Thomas to Anderson. That's a lovely defensive partnership there, playing up front for us. Thomas flicks that ball on and Anderson scores his first goal of the season at the back post there. Milicevic scored a lot of goals earlier on in the season from corners, but Thomas set one up for Anderson there, and maybe we can start scoring from corners again. I say Milicevic is quite dominant. He scored 6 goals just in the first half of the season from corners. We've not really scored many since he's gone, but hopefully those two can form a good partnership. They're both young. Well, Anderson's young. Thomas is 28, so some experience alongside some youth there, and hopefully that helps Anderson develop. Because remember, he made a debut for us when he was 16 years old or something like that. He was very, very young indeed. Just I've not really made any changes now. I probably should. Jovic is kind of dead on his feet. We'll bring on Hamill for him. Lambert's struggling as well, so we can bring on Ryan Christie out on the right hand side. And anyone in midfield, someone like Vlalic, will bring him off, and Daniel Stacey can play as well. A triple substitution in the 80th minute. Not very good managerial work there, really being 7-0 up in aggregate. Should have brought players off a little bit earlier than that. But nonetheless, that was a bit more of a quiet game, that one against Shamrock. 3-0 we won on the night, 7-0 in aggregate. I'll say that I was happy in the end with how that team played. And we can see how the other games have got on. Hearts beat Tobble there 6-3 on aggregate, so they go through to the next round. Dundalk get through as well, having drawn 0-0 on the night. They beat Maccabi Tel Aviv. Sevilla get through against Ufa. That could be quite a tough game. And the other games kick off later on in the day. But it looks like Atalanta are going to get through. Aston Villa and Zenit could be close as well. Hertha, Fiorentina could be close. CSK Moscow. There's a lot of good teams that could go out of this competition still. It'll be interesting to see what the draw looks like. The draw's happening tomorrow, so I will show you that quickly at the end of this episode. So here are the draws for the quarter and semi-final of the Conference League. Here you see the teams through: Aston Villa, Dundalk, Hertha Berlin and Nice, Atalanta, Hearts, ourselves and Sevilla. So some quite tough games. Some slightly easier games, I would say, in that as well. So let's do an automatic draw for some tension and see how the quarterfinals are drawn. The first team out is Dundalk. I would take that. And we do get Dundalk. We've already beaten Shamrock from Ireland, and we'll see if we can beat their fellow Irish compatriots in Dundalk. Nice get Hertha Berlin. Aston Villa get Atalanta, which means that Hearts play Sevilla in the quarter-final. That could be a tough game for Hearts there. Two very good games between Nice and Hertha, and Aston Villa and Atalanta. I would say Dundalk is probably the easiest of the teams. I'm very happy with that one. And now we get to see the semi-final. It's drawn here. So Nice or Hertha, the winner of that, will play against ourselves or Dundalk. And again, I think I quite like that one, because I think I wanted to avoid Aston Villa, to be honest, and Sevilla. So the fact we have until possibly the final is very good. So Nice play Hertha, and the winner of that plays the winner of Dundalk or ourselves. And Aston Villa or Atalanta, the winner of that plays the winner of Hearts or Sevilla. Very nice indeed. You can see that there are some games going on in the Scottish Premiership at the moment. After our win against Dundee United, the league table looked like that. We're 7 points behind Celtic. We are 7 points ahead of Rangers, but Rangers do have 4 games in hand. So if they win all their games in hand, they go to 69 points, so they would be 5 points ahead. But you'll get to see what happens in the next episode, because for our schedule here, we scroll right down, we see that Dundalk game there is on the 5th and the 12th of April. So I think we'll play these 3 Scottish Premiership matches and then come back for the game against Dundalk, or the 2 legs, I should say, against Dundalk, and give you an update of what's happening in the Scottish Premiership in the middle. If it's getting quite close at the top of the table, maybe you'll get to see one leg and the Scottish Premiership game, and then this next episode will be the next leg in the Scottish Premiership game. I've not decided, but definitely you'll get to see that first leg against Dundalk in the next episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like on the video. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you're new around here. And until the next one, we'll see you then.